I think budget smartphones have become incredibly confusing because every company promises the same thing: flagship performance, amazing cameras, huge batteries, premium design. But after a few days of real use, most of those promises start falling apart. So instead of testing the Infinix Hot 70 for a few hours, I used it as my main phone for an entire month. For work, social media, gaming, photography, basically everything. And after those 30 days, I realized something surprising. This isn't a phone trying to beat flagship devices, it's trying to give normal people exactly what they actually need. The question is, did Infinix finally get the formula right? Let's find out. The first thing that surprised me was the design. Normally, budget phones immediately feel, well, budget, cheap plastic, weak buttons, boring colors. But the Hot 70 feels different. Yes, the frame is plastic, but the matte back with its holographic pattern gives the phone much more personality than I expected. It doesn't pretend to be a flagship. Instead, it feels like Infinix spent time making the phone enjoyable to hold. The action button is another nice surprise. Instead of digging through menus every time, you can assign your favorite shortcut and access it instantly. Small feature, but surprisingly useful. Another thing I really appreciate is the IP65 rating. At this price, that's not something you always get. It doesn't mean you should throw the phone into a swimming pool, but everyday accidents become much less stressful. Even the unboxing experience deserves credit. A charger, a protective case, and USB-C earphones. Everything is included. Honestly, it's refreshing seeing a company still giving customers a complete package. Moving to the display. This is where you begin to notice the compromises. The Hot 70 uses a 6.78-inch LCD panel instead of AMOLED. Immediately, you'll notice that blacks aren't as deep. Movies don't have the same cinematic look, and the HD resolution isn't the sharpest you'll find. But here's the interesting part. After using the phone for a few days, I honestly stopped thinking about it, because Infinix focused on something people notice more every day: a 120 Hz refresh rate. Scrolling feels smooth, animations feel fluid, social media looks fast, and gaming feels responsive. Outdoor brightness also surprised me. Even under strong sunlight, reading messages or using Google Maps wasn't a struggle. The stereo speakers also deserve praise. They're loud, clear, and perfectly fine for YouTube or Netflix. No, it's not the best multimedia phone ever, but considering the price, it's genuinely enjoyable. Performance is probably where most people become skeptical. And honestly, I understand why. The MediaTek Helio G100 Ultimate isn't built to break benchmark records. But benchmarks don't tell the whole story. Real life does. Opening apps, switching between social media, browsing, watching videos, everything feels surprisingly smooth. The 16 gigabytes RAM helps keep multiple apps open without constantly reloading them. Gaming also surprised me. Call of Duty Mobile runs well. Even Genshin Impact becomes playable once you lower the graphics settings. No, this isn't a gaming monster. But that's not what Infinix is trying to build. For the average user, performance is more than enough. Storage is another major advantage. 256 gigabytes built in, plus microSD card support. Honestly, many flagship phones don't even offer expandable storage anymore. Unlike most lower-end devices on the market, Infinix will provide the Hot 70 with 3 years of OS upgrades and 5 years of software updates. While it remains to be seen how quickly or frequently Infinix releases updates, if they do a proper job of keeping up, this could make Infinix a more reliable brand compared to some larger competitors on the market. For a lower-end device, Infinix's Hot 70 is a pretty impressive phone with everything it delivers. Infinix has done a remarkable job of packing everything most average users want, while trimming down some features, such as a full HD resolution screen, that most people don't usually notice on their phone anyway. If Infinix can deliver quick and on-time OS updates and security patches, this could be one of the nicest budget-friendly devices on the market. Battery life was quite impressive given the Infinix Hot 70's size, thanks to its large 6,000 mAh battery. With regular day-to-day tasks, I could generally get through a full day on a single charge before needing to recharge. Having the extra battery life means I can more easily go away for the night without worrying about taking a charger with me. Test the 45-watt charger included in the box. Provided I wasn't using the phone too much while it was charging, I could generally get a full charge in roughly an hour, making this one of the fastest charging phones I have used to date. The Infinix Hot 70 sports a single camera setup, comprising a 50-megapixel primary sensor. Up front, it sports a 8-megapixel shooter for selfies and video calling. The video can recording at full HD with 30 frames. An aspect that generally suffers a little when it comes to budget-based devices is the camera setup. While I wouldn't say they are horrible by today's standards, they certainly don't compare to high-end devices such as the Pixel lineup, Samsung's S-series phones, or iPhones. That being said, I was generally able to get photos that I would not have any worries or problems with posting on social media or sharing with friends. The rear shooter, when given adequate lighting, was usually able to get quite detailed photos with overall true-to-life coloring, without oversaturating or blowing colors out. I was often able to capture photos that looked as good as some mid-range phones. Detail is alright. It's not the sharpest, and even in well-lit scenes, there's a bit of softness. Exposures and dynamic range are excellent. There's nothing to complain there. In lower-lit conditions, quality begins to suffer a bit, and the phone will begin to rely on post-processing to try to brighten and sharpen photos. While this does improve some aspects of some scenes, sharper edges on items such as furniture sometimes looked a little on the softer side. The front selfie camera on the Infinix Hot 70 captured pleasantly sharp photos in well-lit environments that I would have no problem using as profile pictures or sharing online. In the end. So, should you buy the Infinix Hot 70? Honestly, if you're looking for the absolute best cameras or flagship-level gaming, this isn't the phone for you. But if you're a student, someone buying their first smartphone, or simply looking for a reliable phone without spending a fortune, the Hot 70 becomes a very easy recommendation. It gets the basics right, it lasts all day, it performs well, and perhaps most importantly, it never feels like a phone that costs as little as it does. Sometimes, that's all a great budget phone needs to do. If you enjoyed this honest long-term review, don't forget to subscribe for more smartphone reviews, comparisons, and buying guides. And let me know in the comments. Would you choose the Infinix Hot 70, or would you spend a little more for something else? Thanks for watching, and see you later.